Hello everyone and welcome to another best of 3 in the Intel Extreme Masters Season 1 group stage. We're still in Group A and we're gonna see another best of 3 between a winner and a loser of Playday 1. And this time the loser, is the NightWolf player spawning here in the top left spawn position. It is NightWolf, who lost against Giacomo on the first Playday. So the pressure is on him even more than on his opponent, but then again, of course, only one victory doesn't get you very far in the Extreme Masters as well, so I guess the pressure is still on both of the players. Altar first, Moonwell and Ancient of War in front of the Goblin Laboratory for NightWolf, and his opponent spawning in the bottom right spawn position in purple, the German human player FireDE, who was able to defeat Deadman with 2-0 on Playday 1. So he might feel very confident in his play at the moment. AM first against Demon Hunter, and of course the big question in this best of 3 is going to be if Fire is gonna stick to what provided him with a victory in the first best of 3 against Deadman, who back then was definitely considered a stronger player than NightWolf, which was tier 1 tower rushing, or if he's gonna switch it up, because on the one hand, as I mentioned, he defeated Deadman with it, and Deadman was definitely considered stronger than NightWolf. But on the other hand, of course, there was a lot of exposure of the games he played against Deadman, and NightWolf was definitely able to analyze the replays. But then again, tier 1 tower push isn't like the top secret strategy, which can only work once. So I guess there are pros and cons to getting an tower rushing immediately, and we'll see if he's gonna do it. So he starts creeping very conservatively, only getting the green camp here, at least at first. It looks like he's gonna go straight for the Wisp kill here. Oh, in the meantime, getting a tower here. So this is like definitely a sign which should tell that he's not gonna go for a tier 1 tower push unless this is some amazing fake and he's gonna cancel it and still go for it. But I guess chances are that that's not the case. Militia are coming right now, so that's why he saved up as much lumber as possible. Demon Hunter got the Gloves of Haste, and it looks like he's not even gonna continue creeping. He's immediately rushing down to the natural expansion of the human, who's right now losing the first peasant already because his second water metal got purged and therefore killed pretty quickly. And I think that this one here was too fast. And yeah, actually, Demon Hunter still isn't up to level 2 because he didn't get the XP for that water metal. Boots of Catalyst for the AM, which is horrible, and Tome of Strength +2 isn't too great as well. And he's actually giving it to the Demon Hunter, or way too slow by Fire, and the Demon Hunter actually gets 2 more last hits on those creeps, and he's going for Immolation first. So, wow, Fire very sleepy here, and this Arcane Tower at the moment doesn't do anything against the Demon Hunter. It's completely out of position. The only thing it could maybe be useful for at some point is creeping the bottom of the map. But other than that, doesn't do anything at the moment. Archer is hiding here. AM might get a Dust of Appearance right now, and that's gonna give NightWolf a bit of time to get another peasant killed. I think the second one falling, that was. Another footman is going down, and Demon Hunter escaping pretty safely, if you can say that, at about 34 XP. And the Archer is even gonna be denied by the Demon Hunter, so good job here. Of course, he's not at all in any danger because the AM doesn't have boots of speed yet, and therefore they are equally fast, or slow, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. Expansion getting produced right now. Yeah, a couple more archers produced by NightWolf already. Tier 2 soon to finish, and he doesn't have a Hunter's Hall yet, so this might turn out to be some kind of archer tail end pressure on tier 2, most likely with a Naga. And therefore, I guess Fire is gonna have to, get this expansion defended eventually. He's still tier 1, of course. No lumber mill yet, which, he does definitely want to get in place as soon as he can. And of course the AM far from level 3, which is a huge factor, especially since there is no mana burn available for the Demon Hunter as it appears. And therefore it would be much harder to deal with a level 3 AM right now than with a level 2 AM. So first peasant is going down, second peasant is going to fall as well. Expansion finished finally, so he can reproduce peasants there as well. First footman being put back here, but the pressure here against the expansion is going to be really hard, I believe, to deal with for Fire. Naga second being produced right now. Is this... Actually, oh, this is a Hunter's Hall. Okay, so he just forgot it, so he's going to get lores after all. But still, at the moment, the pressure is on Fire and a very quick counter expansion, which of course is never going to be cancelled. So I feel like this is going to come, or this is going to start, you know, mining rather early. In the meantime, okay, Militia being pulled right now by Fire, so he definitely knows that he needs to win some time here in order to get like at least 2 towers up, like here, to get some defense in place in this, at this expansion, because it's so hard to deal with this NightWolf army if it's microed properly with, you know, only human tier 1, especially since he doesn't have Merc support. So one archer is going down here, being blocked by the other one, a little bit of a mispositioning by NightWolf, but in return one of the footmen is going down as well. And the second one is taking a bit of damage. Let's see if he's paying attention and sniping out the low HP one. Actually, he's not. Of course, back then the players had to press Alt all the time in order to see the health bars. So not as obvious as these days. Demon Hunter going in again. He's about to get level 3 already. I think one more peasant kill and that's what's happening right now. Even another one, so he's got the level 3. Another footman is probably going to be sniped out. Let's see if the archer is going to fall in return. It actually isn't. So Fire is paying with many lives here already, just in order to, you know, defend this expansion for now, let alone secure it properly. Whereas NightWolf is doing some very nice kiting with the DH, with the Naga, and the couple of archers he's got at the moment. One additional arcane tower in production right now. Fire building it as passively as he can, because just to give it the greatest chance of actually coming through that he can. So 2 more footmen going down, DH level 3.5 already. Let's see how many more peasants he's going to be able to kill here. Maybe he could even try and go for the cancel on the tower. No, it looks like he's just going to go for the footman. I guess he's going to be forced to town point right now eventually, but that was definitely worth it for NightWolf. Level 3.5 for the DH already, still not level 3 for the AM. Tons of corpses again, laying around here on the ground. And the majority of them are human corpses. So let's see, tier 2 in the meantime, still for NightWolf. 2 lores are up, the shop is coming, Dispel as well as the first Riot. And let's see if he's gonna attack soon. Actually, he decides to buy the Shredder first. In the meantime, Tree of Life very slowly moving towards his eventual destination. But it looks like NightWolf isn't gonna want to wait for that to happen, so he's gonna go down towards the humans expansion and put up some more pressure. Level 3 for the AM finally. One scout tower not upgraded yet. He's getting the lumber mill just now, but a very quick tier 2 tech. Wow. Let's okay, quick in quotation marks. I just meant by that before properly securing the expansion, which surprised me a little bit, but maybe he feels like he took so much damage already. He needs to take a risk here in order to, you know, maybe come back into this game, defend, research in the meantime AM, and one water metal coming in here from the left hand side. Shredder, yeah, is going to be able to take a lot of hits. Dispel finished in the meantime. First water metal gets killed. Demon Hunter out of mana already. Another footman is going to fall as well though, because the Shredder is just doing so much damage to that one. And with the AM and the water metal, the Naga is the target here and actually surround on the Demon Hunter, but that one has the heal potion as well as the staff. So maybe he can pass that to the Naga, the water metal gets killed, the AM is actually coming back. Let's see if he can free that Demon Hunter without having to staff him, because he's probably going to be forced to staff the Naga here, and then the Demon Hunter is going to have to run. But the surround is open to both the left hand side and the bottom, so therefore the Demon Hunter is going to be able to get out and get the level 4 as well. So again, so many units killed by NightWolf, whereas Fire, I think he killed like, what, 1 archer in this entire fight? So definitely that was worth it, and the Demon Hunter might even be able to catch the AM. Naga's coming from the top as well, and is he gonna get the slow in place? He is, and therefore Town Portal has to be used by fire, which is another little setback for him. Let's see if right now NightWolf is finally gonna take the natural expansion creep camp here. It looks like that's gonna be the case. At the same time, not a single guard tower still for fire. But at least, you know, this risk, while he paid for it with many footmen and militia as well, while it cost him a lot of units, it also got him up to tier 2 very quickly, and he's already getting the Mountain King, which could be very useful, you know, if there's no mana burn whatsoever, or which could turn out to be pretty useless, and you know, once the Demon Hunter reskills and gets like level 2 or eventually even level 3 mana burn, as well as double Arcane Sanctum, and the workshop not being produced yet. He's actually getting a Rifleman in addition to the casters. Okay, so you know, I feel like if the human goes fast expansion into a tier 2 army, I guess the mortar teams are the much more useful unit against the Dryads with their splash and siege damage, compared to the Rifleman, who can only like focus over a lower range. But you gotta be able to provide enough of an army to stop the opponent's Dryads and heroes from just, you know, moving around the human army and killing the mortar teams very quickly. So maybe therefore, like, I'm not quite sure why he thinks he needs like the Rifleman right now instead of the mortar teams. And he's getting even triple Arcane Sanctum. Okay, this is completely bizarre by fire. So maybe a ton of... Alright. Maybe not. Okay, so never mind. I guess this was a misclick, probably. He's getting the workshop right now, and I think the Riflemen are just basically his replacement for the guard towers, which he still doesn't have, because right now he needs the piercing damage to stop the DH and the many Dryads NightWolf has at the moment from just killing all his peasants at the expansion over and over again. So I guess this was just to get that defense in place as quickly as possible. So Fog Lightning coming in. First bolt going on to the Demon Hunter. As you can see, he doesn't do a whole lot on tier 1. MK is surrounded by Fire's own peasants. And the position for now, it's still pretty good with the Dryads. And as soon as the Rifleman get into range, he's gonna have to move the Dryads down. The Mountain King has 2 heal scrolls and an Invul Potion, so he's gonna be, you know, safe, at least for now. He's using the Invul Potion rather quickly. Now the Rifleman 3 plus the AM are getting in range, and the first couple of Dryads have already fallen at the same time. All of the footmen have gone down as well, though. So while neither of the players has a lot of units remaining, I think the Nightlife heroes are looking very, very strong at the moment. Level 4 on the Naga already as well. Heal potion on her. Demon Hunter found the Vampiric Aura, which is gonna be as well of huge help both for the Demon Hunter and the bears. Bolt right now going onto the Naga. I think this was just the second bolt the Mountain King threw in this fight. Still plenty of mana on him. And right now he's probably gonna fall unless there's some miracle micro clap, but that's not enough. So he used both his heal scrolls, the Invul Potion, still lost the Mountain King. The Naga in the back here is getting slowed, and he's gonna have to Town Portal right now because of the damage output by the AM. And the slow and the Demon Hunter and the Archer are gonna have to turn around. Is he gonna get in range? Only with the Archer. The Sorceress is out of mana. This one has more mana. She's at 30 right now, and Fire's gonna have to pull out some amazing blocking. But then again, the bears are already in position. There is rejuvenation available for this Demon Hunter, who has surpassed level 5 already in this fight, thanks to the kill on the Mountain King. And that's yeah, gonna be another factor, of course, in this game as well. Tree of Life coming for NightWolf, who of course has his expansion running. First Fairy Dragons in production as well, which is gonna be helpful against the casters. I'm going to the shop to see what items he's gonna pick up. Nothing. Okay, waiting for a heal scroll probably, which he's got right now. I had to wait for the gold. MK is gonna be back soon. Fire, yeah, starts getting the mortar teams right now as well. So getting the classic tier 2 human unit composition, at least after going for a fast expansion. Whereas NightWolf is getting a pretty standard tier 3 Night Elf army. No upgrades so far, getting 1-0 and 1-1 against a Mountain King who's gonna reach level 3 right now and might get a very useful item or a horrible one. No, it's the greater mana portion, so pretty useful for him. And no items at all for Fire as well, not producing anything. He's up at 74 supply already against still 60, because I think... Okay, there's a Moonwell coming right here, and of course the Tree of Life is gonna provide 10 additional supply for NightWolf as well. So at the moment, both players are sitting back. I'm assuming Fire. The problem for Fire is he cannot draw out this game any longer, I think. Or not much longer, because the Demon Hunter is already so powerful. He cannot like get a second expansion and fight a couple times, because then the Demon Hunter will be level 6 and then he's just gonna lose basically. So I guess there's no reason for NightWolf to really keep up the pressure at the moment. He's getting his second expansion. He's gonna be able to go up to like 100 supply if he wants to, and just maintain his economy advantage. 2-1 upgrade also being researched already. And supply wise he's catching up. Item wise, he's got himself a second staff. Got the greater Unwo potion here, I guess, quite a while ago actually. Didn't mention that yet. He's got 2 fairy dragons with his army as well. 1 heal scroll, 1 protection scroll, maybe a second heal scroll would suit him nicely. Okay, looks like Fire might actually go for a second expansion here. Not sure if he scouted up here previously. Apparently he didn't, so he doesn't know about the second expansion. And NightWolf is just going to quickly creep here, not even like pulling his Demon Hunter away, so the Naga can get some experience. And Fire heading towards the top, at least towards the middle of the map with those peasants, so maybe he changed his mind, not going for a second expansion after all, bringing the first flying machines as well, of course against the opponent's fairy dragons. And a Pit Lord third. Alright, so we're gonna see Rain of Fire probably against all the ranged units of Fire D. And Fire is going for Blizzard, so a lot of AoE here on both sides. The bears are not properly positioned yet. It's 78 supply against 80. The flying machines are coming in against the fairy dragons. Demon Hunter using the Invo Potion already, so 15 seconds of basically free reign for him. Clap going on the ground, and he reskilled by now, so it's level 3 mana burn, taking the mana right away from this Mountain King. Lots of AoE still going in, but the bears right now are just feeding through the blocker lines of his opponent. It's 61 supply against 73 still, so not really a lot of units lost by NightWolf here in this fight. Fog Lightning coming in, Mountain King is going down, and GG by Fire D. A game that right from the start looked very good for NightWolf, as Fire D, you know, screwed up his creeping, gave 2 creeps as well as the item to his opponent. The Arcane Tower at the bottom of the expansion there, I'm still not really sure. Excuse me. Still not really sure what the point of that was like supposed to be. But that, and then the harassment that followed afterwards, and the fact that he wasn't able to secure his expansion, cost him so many units in the early game, gave so much XP to the DH. The counter expansion, of course, thanks to this pressure, Fire wasn't able to build up any pressure on its own to, you know, basically delay the counter expansion or anything like that. So from start to finish, this was basically NightWolf's game, and he finished that very safely. And the second map was Echo Isles, and we'll see if Fire's gonna be able to tie the series in that second map.